Mick reels when a glammed-up Whitney suddenly returns. Johnny insists she stays at the Vic, but Shirley is livid, especially when she gets her job back. And she comes with news. She's engaged. That was quick, but to whom? She reveals Woody Woodward is the man of her dreams. She's delighted when Woody arrives in the square and is pure happiness when they have their engagement party. Mick, however, is glowering. Whitney has a deep and meaningful with Mick. Can she make him see sense? Stephen's in a bind when Lauren forces him to go to the hospital, while Abby looks on smugly. He desperately calls her for help before he sees a doctor. He's relieved when Abby calls Lauren home, but he's trapped at the hospital when Max arrives. Later, Stephen prepares to tell Lauren the truth. Gulp. Bernadette does a silly thing trying to give her baby a decent start. But Keanu surprises her with a Moses basket, then decides to return Arthur's bench. Next, we're in Weatherfield. Leanne's not getting on with life at the Rovers, so Steve suggests she and the kids move in with him and they can share childminding duties. They clearly enjoy co-parenting Oliver despite the sleepless nights. When Leanne ditches a night out with the girls to stay in, Steve is quietly delighted. So happy that he proposes, but Leanne is shocked and rushes out. When Toya and Eva make jokes about it, she's defensive. Is she reconsidering? Robert is perplexed when Rich has an alibi for the vandalism. When Chesney relents and drops his claim to $5,000, Robert empties the till and goes to the casino. Predictably, he loses it all, and worse, Michelle turns up and gives him what for. Meanwhile, her car is vandalized and Robert races to get it repaired. She finds out what happened and is fuming that he kept it quiet. Later, at a bar alone, she becomes aware someone is watching her. Is she in danger? Deb finds out Erica made a play for Kev, but he turned it down. Gina is chuffed he's now single and tells him she had a lucky escape from Erica. Let's look at events in Emmerdale. All hell breaks loose at Home Farm when Lachlan and Jerry intercept Simon, who happens to be Chrissy's real Uncle Tim and wants revenge on Lawrence. They kidnap Tim, and Lachlan tells Lawrence they don't have to worry about him. But when they remove his gag, Chrissy and Lawrence hear his cries. When she finds him, he reveals the truth and finds out Lawrence's role in her dad's death. Ronnie, for one, cannot accept what he's done, and when Lawrence finishes up in hospital, Chrissy's nowhere to be seen. Aaron returns to the village and Robert begs him for another chance, but he tells him it's too late. Is it? Well, Robert moves out of the house. Adam worries about Aaron's self-harming, but what's he up to when he disappears for a meeting with Zach, then returns with a black eye? Laurel questions Finn about Emma and James, but she suddenly arrives back and wants to know why Laurel's there. Laurel confides her suspicions to Bob. Later, Laurel's unnerved when Emma visits, and she soon calls the police.